Ah girl. Before I start my story, I would like to give a little description about the house I stayed at. It was a 3 stories house that was creepy even in the day. The house was really dark and I used to share a room with my sister. This happened when I was in secondary too. During secondary school, I took art classes and everyone was required to go for art exam. We have to come up with several draft drawings and submit it during the exam itself. I stayed up late before the day of the exam to start on my drafts. I like to procrastinate a lot, so I was trying to complete my drawings before I go to bed. That day was the first day of the Chinese 7-month. As I did not want to disturb my sister, I went to a guest room at the second level. Outside the room was a common area with a staircase. The night was so silent that I felt uncomfortable, so I decided to listen to some music while drawing. It was already past 12 a.m. and halfway into my work, I heard someone call me ah girl ah girl ah. Thinking that it was my maid, I answered yes. My maid always calls me ah girl and we were very close to one another. After waiting for a few seconds there was no reply at all. I thought I heard wrongly as I was getting tired. I shrugged it off and continued drawing. Then, I heard it again. Ah girl. It was loud and clear. My maid stayed on the first level of the house. I looked towards the staircase where the sound was from. Nothing. I thought it was really strange as she always went to bed early. Thinking that my maid was playing a prank on me and hiding below the staircase, I went out and took a look. No one was there. By then, I was having goosebumps and a shiver ran down my spine. I was wide awake and so scared, but everyone had gone to bed. I did not have the courage to go back to my room as the hallway was very dark. The only alternative was to pretend that nothing happened and I went back into the guest room. All this while, I could not focus on my work anymore. I decided to finish up my drafts the next day during the art exam, so I quickly packed everything and sprinted up the stairs to my room and snuggled in bed with my sister until the next day. The next day after my exam, I went home and asked my maid if she called me last night and she told me she was already asleep during that time.